Hello everyone, how's it going? We are here with continuing coverage of Spiel Digital with Portal Games, and Joanna's window has changed size a little bit, so we may have to do some tech support on the fly because we are playing remotely. Welcome to everyone who's watching, whether it be on Facebook or Twitter or wherever it is that you're watching. We would ask, if you don't mind, go ahead and give us a share or a like or a retweet, something like that, because we would love to engage with more people and show everyone this expansion that we can. My name is Paul, I'm with the Dicey Review, and I'm really excited for a few reasons today. The first reason that I'm excited is because we have with us Joanna Kijanka. Kijanka? Did I say that correctly?
I mean, in Polish it's Kijanka, but you can just pronounce it Kijanka if it's easier for you.
Okay, cool. I think I said it incorrectly in 2 languages, but that's okay.
No, you said it correctly, actually, the first time you said it. So.
Perfect. So if everybody wouldn't mind, let me know if all the audio sounds good and everything like that. We may have some, I'll try and fix things on the fly if something happens with the camera and things like that. But the main thing is that we are going to play through the Moloch expansion for 51st State. And that's the other reason that I'm really excited today, because Joanna is the designer of this expansion, which is makes it a certainty that she's probably going to wipe the floor with me, but that's okay, because that's probably what everybody wants to see. And she will give us a brief explanation of kind of, how the gameplay changes and things like that. Hello, chat. How's it going, everybody? Hey, Ruby. Also, this is a fantastic time if you have questions. We have the designer for the next hour and 45 minutes. So all of your gameplay questions, all of your tips and tricks, things like that, post them in chat, and I will try and keep an eye on that and ask Joanna these questions as we play.
So, all right, I'm ready for all your questions, guys.
You've given them free reign, so you're going to have tons of questions pop up. But we have the table set up and ready to go. And I'm excited to play this expansion. I read through the rules a little bit a few weeks back, but I don't really remember much beyond that. So you'll probably have to give us a brief explanation of kind of the differences in gameplay.
All right.
So
you want me to just explain everything, or you want to ask me certain questions?
Sure. So, well, the basic game is we play to 25 points, and whoever gets there first wins. The basic rules are just kind of play cards out, build your engine as quickly as you can, and get to 25 points. So I guess what are the differences in the gameplay for the Moloch expansion?
Right, so first of all, you have additional phases to the game when you have deployment of the machines, and you also have the attack of them. And basically, you are setting at the beginning of the game your difficulty level, which you can switch between number of players and your difficulty, the number, how many robots will be actually deployed during each round.
Okay, so we're playing with 2 players. So how many robots are going to be deployed with that?
Well, it's up to you. You just said that you don't want to be wrecked too hard, so I think we could go with 3 robots. So it would be like medium level for 2 players, or we can go for it's your first game, so I can actually suggest to play 2 robots at the beginning.
2 robots, okay. So are we drawing them from this pile right here?
Actually, you would normally you draw from not from the top of the deck, but from the bottom, so you won't be able to see robots before they approach. But as there's not this function in the app, we can just shuffle the deck each time we draw the robots.
Okay.
So we don't know which one will appear.
All right, so let's flip this over so that we have the bottom of the deck. Oh, I forget they're double-sided. That's right.
Yeah, so that's why we draw from the bottom.
Okay.
So we can just shuffle it each time we have to draw them. So it would be like taking them from the bottom, so we don't know which one is being drawn,
All right.
basically.
So I shuffled 1. And then let's see here. And I'll draw one more. So we have 2 robots. I'm going to try and fix these really quickly.
Alright, let me...
Okay. There you go. So I'll zoom in on these so people can see and kind of give us an explanation of what these cards will do for us. What do these cards mean in this expansion?
Alright, so you have 3 sections on each of the cards. First one, I would like to tell you what they represent. So they represent machines of Moloch that are trying to invade our states. So let's say we have this heavy hunter, and it means that when it's deployed, it will prepare to attack all of our states. So we are playing 2-player game, and they will doing each of the next rounds during the attack phase resolve the assault effect. So when it's deployed, it still has to survive the whole round to be able to use its assault effect. And there's that. So if it lives during the attack phase, it will it will make us discard 2 gears, right?
Okay.
So we don't really want that. It's up to us if it would be more hurtful for the enemy or for me, because, well, if I don't produce gears, I won't be as much damaged, but still I want to get rid of this machine, because if I will destroy it, and here is this field 4, I will gain in 1 point. And during my action phase, I can spend the number of the red contacts equal to the number presented here to be able to remove it. And for remove, I get 1 point.
Okay.
And this is discarded. But I can also hack it. And it's quite an interesting, mechanism, because if I spend all the resources in the code section, which means I know which, let's say, lines of code I would be able to decode with a certain resources. Let's say, it's an abstract concept, but
sure.
When I will spend 2 gears and 1 fuel, it's like I would hack this machine, and I'm able to take this card to my hand. And let's show our viewers how it actually looks like.
Okay.
And then we will draw another card. So you basically flip it and put it in your hand. And they always have distance 1, always have 3 spoils, and always have this effect, which is actually most of time more powerful than any other cards we have in our hand.
Yeah.
And as you can see, production of 2 wild resources is quite nice for a 1 distance, right?
Yeah, that's very good.
And yeah, exactly. And you can see that there's an indication that this card is hacked, because cards in our main deck will have special effects regarding that. For each hacked card you have in your state, something like that.
Okay, so the differences in gameplay, mainly it sounds like we have these machines that are attacking, and we can both interact with these machines.
Yes, exactly.
So you mentioned an attack phase. Are there new phases in the expansion as well, beyond the normal lookout and production and things like that?
Yes, after the production we have the attack phase,
okay,
which will activate all the assault effects on the robots that are still not defeated. And then we have deploy phase, and we deploy the number of the robots according to the difficulty. So in our case, if they would, let's say, be left out from the previous round,
mm-hmm.
We didn't destroy them, we didn't hack them, so we have lookout, we have production, and now we would have to raise one of our location of this type.
Oh no.
And then discard 2 gears, and then that would be deploy of 2 another cards. So this one would also join, and this one would also join. And during the next round, if we don't get rid of any of those, we would also have to draw another pair. So if you don't kill robots, they will be like another wave and another wave and another wave, and well, until you actually can have a problem if you don't get to defeat them. Well, I wouldn't say as quickly as possible because you still need to get those points, but you don't want to get those assault effects interact with your tableau either.
Yeah, so you said 2 is medium. I'm thinking maybe we should play with like 0 to 1 robots. That sounds about my level.
No. Actually, 2 is the easier mode. 3 is medium. That's why I said don't take 3, take 2.
Oh, I'm in trouble. All right, fantastic. So that's kind of the overview of what the robots will do. So this is a really interesting expansion then, because there's we still are trying to complete our own objectives, but there are things that are attacking both of us, so we might have to work together in some degree to survive.
Yes, actually there's also a mode when you can interact with each other even more, like a semi-co-op even more, because there is a way that if you are not able to actually kill the machine, you can just place a token here, and your friend can only pay the rest of the cost to end it. But we are playing here on the base game, but just, you can note that if you want to, you can have even more semi-co-op, even more, cooperation within a game. So it is implemented, but we will just play basic rules now.
Okay, perfect. Awesome, thanks. So we will we'll get to it and just play a normal game. Ben says that I have to attack. Ben, I will probably try to attack the robots. That's what I'll probably try and do. I don't know that I'm going to go after Joanna because I don't want to make any enemies with any game designers. We were talking before the game, and I try, if at all possible, to be nice to game designers so that they don't destroy me. Hello, Lord Vader. How are you? So glad that everyone is here. Okay, so we're going to. When do we draw these new robots? Are they out at the start of the game?
We always deploy them in the deployment phase after the product. Let me tell you how it works during each round. You have lookout, then you have production, then you have attack of the robots that are actually already are deployed, and then we have deployment,
Gotcha.
And then we have action phase.
Okay, so the first round we won't get hit. It'll be round 2, possibly.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, unfortunately, I still need to make a decision about which of these 4 cards I want to keep. So Joanna has already, I think, decided what she wants to keep. And I'll talk...
Yes, I already did that.
Okay, and I'll talk through a little bit why I'm keeping certain cards. This high-tech seller looks great. It's a bit expensive, so I'm probably going to get rid of the... Don's telling me not to back down. I'm probably going to get rid of the high-tech seller. I definitely want to keep the radioactive fuel because I'm playing a faction that works with fuel. And I think...
I feel like I'm getting too many information.
Oh, well, so here's the thing. If you watch the stream, you're going to see every card that I have anyway, so I'm going to try and talk through what I'm doing for people.
No, it's okay. I won't be reminding myself the names of the cards, so
okay,
it will be
perfect.
okay.
So I think, all right, so I think I'm going to get rid of the negotiator and the high-tech seller. So I'm getting rid of these. I'm keeping these 4 cards. So let me, and I apologize everyone, I do not play a ton on Tabletopia, so if you get annoyed with how slow I am, I'm annoyed with it too. I apologize. We're going to try and go as quickly as we possibly can. These are the 4 cards that I kept, just because they will give me a little bit of an engine with doing certain things to robots. I don't want to give Joanna too much information, but I have a bit of a starting direction here. So,
all right.
Now we look out, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, why don't you go first? You be the first player.
Alright, so I will pick 3 cards in this lookout section. And I'm the first player now, so I actually have this, this thingy to indicate who's the first player.
Okay, cool.
So we can switch it between the rounds, so we don't, forget about it. And I think I will. Okay, so I think I would be able to hate draft that gasoline drinkers because I know you can make more fuel than me, and I don't really want you to get that many points early in the game. But also that brick storage is quite cheap, and it would also help me out with my current hand. I don't know if I should tell the viewers what I have, so they can actually know why I'm doing certain things. What do you think, Paul?
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm probably Don in chat told me not to back down. I need to attack it as much as possible. I am not an attacky player, so I probably won't come at your engine. Okay, so you can, if you want to just kind of generally explain why you are keeping the brick storage, I don't think it'll affect you negatively.
Alright, so I think first of all I want to keep it because I have a card that gives me points for spending workers and bricks, but also I will be able to quickly rebuild it, develop it. I think it's develop when you build one card on another. So I will be also able to quickly develop it for the higher distance coast card. So I think I will just keep it, yeah.
Okay, fantastic.
And won't hate draft the gasoline drinkers.
Yeah, so I have 2 choices left here, and the gasoline drinkers den does look appealing. I thought about trying to keep it to make a deal with because I do need fuel, but the only problem is it's fairly expensive. It's a 3-cost card. That being said, I'll probably keep it just because I do have the ability to make fuel, and I'll hope that I can build that card. So then this one gets discarded, and then now we do it again, right? 3 cards. Let's see here.
Yes. And now you choose first, Paul.
Oh no. Alright, there we go. Flip. Alright. Oh my goodness. Well, I know what I'm keeping, I believe. Yeah, okay, so these are good cards.
Good cards.
These are good cards,
yeah.
but one is really good for me early, I think. So the construction tokens are great because they allow you to develop cards without having to match the card types, and that is really powerful. Each time you develop, you get a point. These museum cards with the Statue of Liberty tag, I love them because they just give you points, and this is a building bonus, so if you build up to this combo later in the game, it can be really powerful.
Also, they're easy to make a deal with for you too. So getting 4 of those points for distance 2 from the very first round is also a nice option.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the deals that give points are amazing because you can't attack people's deals, at least as far as I know, right?
No, you cannot. I mean, there are few cards that can target them in certain expansions, but that's it basically.
Yeah.
They are safe.
So points that are safe are always great. So I'm really trying to decide between these 2. I think I know the deal that gives me a point is a really great option, but I think I'm going to go with the fuel tank because I want to get my fuel production going early. Oh, I'm torn. Yeah, I guess I'll keep the. I guess I'll keep the fuel tank. I'll keep the fuel tank. So I'll give Joanna the points, unfortunately, but I want to get my fuel production going. There we go. Put it in my hand.
Well, actually, points are good, but as far as I am the faction that will quite a lot burn stuff, then I think I need more tokens for reconstructing stuff because I probably won't get as many blue cards to get resources for. So I will need to change my strategy very, let's say, dynamically.
Okay.
So I will go for that one.
Okay, perfect. So now we have our starting hand. Lord Vader is telling me to watch out because you are. I need to concentrate because Joanna is unbeatable. So
that's true.
I've got to be on my A game. All right, so we have what we need, and I think we've already produced, correct? So we have our starting resources.
But we also have one card in our production phase, so we still need to draw one card. So we have 7 at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
You see, right?
I do have a card in my production phase. So
I know that we actually have the Polish, boards, but I assure you there is nothing misprinted here, and it's not a mischief. It's just actually, let me tell you, because of the first wave of the corona, me and Ignacy were playtesting the Moloch on this very board during, playing of the Tabletopia, and that's how I actually designed it. So this is where the game actually was being built, here on this Tabletopia board.
That's the problem. That icon was in Polish. That's why I wasn't able to see it. No, I'm just kidding. There was a worker covering up the card. That's why I didn't see it. Icons are language independent. All right, so I will draw one more card, and then we are good for production.
So I will draw also my card. Fantastic. And we're ready to go.
Ah, that's not a bad card. All right, great. So you get to go first, which means that you can take your action first.
All right, so I have quite an amazing card that I actually just drawn from the pile at the end of the production phase. And let me tell you that it's an open production, so Fantastic. I invite you to try it out. So I pay 1 gray distance, but I gain 2. And hopefully Paul will use his worker to take open production arrow, and I will have up to 4 workers at the beginning of the first round, which is actually quite amazing. But Paul, I think we kinda already tried too fast to go to the action phase, because you actually have to deploy 2 machines, right?
Oh no, we forgot. That's my bad. Yes, we do need to deploy machines. So let's see here. We're gonna shuffle and draw 2, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we will take 2 here. They come out. Let me flip them around. Oh no.
All right.
180 degrees. There we go. Fantastic.
So let me tell you what the rage means, because it will affect us too. Under the red shield on the right upper corner, you have this wording rage, right? Mm-hmm. If you have a number of deployed machines lower than number of players, or equal, from what I remember, I think equal or lower, but I would have to, check it out. I think lower. It has +1 to its strength.
Oh no, okay. So since it's equal to the player count, it's actually a 3?
I think it's equal, but, well, I was designing it half a year ago, so I really need to check it out.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, but I think it's equal or lower, so it now has strength 3.
Okay, fantastic. So we have a strength 3 robot and a strength 4 robot that are going to attack us next round if we don't do something about it, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Now we can code and hack these robots as well. So there's a couple ways we can attack these robots, but you've taken your action, and now I need to take mine, knowing that I can target some robots. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see here. Before I send the worker over, I'm going to build my fuel tank, I believe. For 1, that gives me an open production of 1 fuel. All right, let me put this back where it goes. And I will also invite you. You can come over and get some fuel if you need it.
Let me see. I would need 1 fuel to get 1 blue arrow. It actually sounds quite promising to get that. So, yeah, I will take your offer.
Okay.
So now I will spend my meeple.
Fantastic.
Put it here. So it gives you
Get a meeple.
1 meeple to your pool, and I gain 1 fuel. So thank you for cooperation, and I appreciate that deal.
Okay. I appreciate it as well. I think, you know what? I think I'm going to give you that worker right back because I do need, let's see here. Well, okay, that's not going to allow me to build anything actually. So let me look at my deals down here. I need to get 2 gears to get some gray contact tokens. I could potentially make some deals. So I think instead of sending that worker over just for now, I'm going to go ahead and spend my gas tank and get 3 blue contact tokens so that I can make a deal. Because I need to start producing some things. Let's see here, I'll take 3.
Jak coś, Marku, to was tam słychać i że ludzie mówią, że zagłuszacie troszkę.
Ja się nie ruszam, zobacz.
Okej, okay.
Ja się nie ruszam. Ignacy! Tam ponoć jak rzucasz pudełkami, to ludzie narzekają, że rzucasz
I'm going to try
pudełkami.
and set another camera angle here so we can see the machines. Let's see here really
All
quickly.
right.
Zobacz, jest nigdy
4 right there. There we go. All right, so back over to Joanna.
All right. So, you actually took your blue contact, so I'm not worried about you getting any machines so far, but I will be able to, well, discard 2 of your deals. So I really want that robot to work because I know that you will try to kill it before it takes your deals, and I know that you are planning to actually make them.
Yes.
Okay,
love
so
the deals.
so beware.
Okay.
And well,
The
so I will start with, I think I will build the mutant's necroscopy, which will allow me to hack robots, because I will have certain resources that are exclusively for hacking.
Ah, that's great. That's a really good card.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I had a card similar to that in my starting hand, and now I'm thinking I should have kept it, because having random resources will help with the robots. Ugh, I should have thought that through. All right. So what?
I mean, 1 contact and you get 3 resources, so it is quite powerful, but it needs to stay there until I use all of my components before, because if you develop it, you don't keep them. So you need to use them, or you will just, put them back to the general pool if you rebuild the card too quickly.
Okay, gotcha.
So there's that.
All right, so I think, let me see here. I think I want to go and I want to spend 2 workers to gain the punks. So I'm going to go and get a contact card. Let me get back over to my view here. I'm going to get this contact card and then spend my 2 workers. Because I don't generate a ton of red contact tokens, so I need a little bit of help there. So I'm going to spend that to get those contacts.
All right, it's a good idea if you want to make those deals. And one thing, when you will like to make your deals, I would suggest to just put them above here, right? Not to try to stack them under the board. Okay?
Sounds good. Yeah.
Because that can get fiddly, right? Yeah. We are being restricted by the digital edition, so just keep that in mind. And coming back to my turn, and I think I will go I would need 2 of, there is a couple of options for me. Gun would be nice to have, also those brick store. Yeah, so I think I will go for this brick storage that I took during the lookout phase, because 3 bricks are a good choice to have at the beginning. Now I can have this card, this, how is it called, netter. I can hack it now, so I will look if Paul either wants to destroy it or if I will actually like to have it hacked. And coming back to your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like the netter being out there. And people are telling me that I really need to attack you. I just need to attack you right now if I have any chance of surviving. So I can't do it quite.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to them.
Right, yeah, they don't know what they're
robots
talking
will
about.
kill us if we kill each other instead of them. Like, when two are fighting, the third one actually gets most from.
Yeah, that's true. I'm mainly trying to think about the robots here, but let's see here. I am going to. Okay, so I could build that, but I would need a worker to do that. Okay, so I'm trying to think through what I could do here. So I need to get some gears. I need to get a few different things. But if I wanted to, so if I attack the robots, I just get a point, correct? But if I hack the robots, that's when I get the card that I can build.
Yes, exactly. And they always have distance 1 when they're on the hacked side.
Okay. So I need. Yeah, I'm trying to focus on the robots, and I think I need to also focus on my engine here. So what I'll do is I will make a deal with, let's see here. I'll make a deal with the scrap trader. So I'm going to spend 2 to make a deal with the scrap trader and get a gear. And let's flip that. Nope, rotate it rather, 180 degrees. Okay, so I get my gear, and that is my turn for now.
All right. So I think I will try to. I mean, I could use another gear, but I don't have options now. But I can actually hack the gladiator. Yeah, I can do that. And well, I don't want my production to be raised, so I think that's what I will actually do. So I need to spend 1 brick, 1 gun, and 1 fuel. So 1 brick from here, 1 fuel, and I now can choose whether to take from a card or from here. So I will take it from my board so far, and 1 brick I will take from this card. So I will keep resources on my necroscopy for the next robots that will came here.
Okay.
And as I have hacked it, it goes to my hand, and now I can actually build it or raise it or make a deal with it. I have all the options.
Okay. Options are good.
And let me tell you, there is one thing that you might find interesting, because the first resource in the code section indicates what type of card it will be on the other side.
Oh, okay.
So, that will be a brick type card.
Gotcha.
When you flip it over.
Okay, that's great to know. That is really great to know. Because, yeah, the card that you showed earlier, the robot card, the production is very strong. So if I see some cards that have a fuel in the first section, or a gear maybe, I'll probably target those cards, because those are the things I love to get contact tokens and deal tokens. So those are the things I typically focus on.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the punks, and I need one gun for later. Okay, so yes, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play the punks and get 2 red tokens. Let me make sure I can get over here. Where are we going to put the discards? Just up here somewhere? Or down here? I'll just put them up here. There we go. There's the discard for that. So then I get 2 red contact tokens.
All right. So I think I will go for. Should I rebuild something? Well, it looks quite interesting to do so. Or maybe. Yeah, I think I will do that. So I will spend 1 of my bricks. And here it goes. And this one goes here because I discard this card to develop it over a clay pit. And for developing, I gain 1 point. So first one for red.
Oh no.
And we will see how it goes further.
Okay. So they're telling me that I should attack your production card. So here's the thing. I could do that, Misha. Sorry, I think Misha. I could do that. The only problem is if I do that, I will lose my deal on the next turn, which I guess is not the end of the world. But no, they just want to see me get attacked back. That's what Don's saying. All right. I don't know that I'm going to listen to you anymore, chat. You don't have my best interest at heart, I don't think. I'm going to trade 2 workers.
Good viewers. It's not kind.
I'm just kidding. They probably just want to see more interaction, which is great. I do need to be more aggressive than I normally am. That's for sure.
But you can be aggressive toward robots. We don't want them here. Come on, they attack both of us, not only you.
Do you have any deals? Hold on. It may not just be chat. No. See, Joanna's trying to get in my head as well. Because she doesn't have any deals. That robot does nothing to her. I see what her game is.
For now, but there will be more and more of them.
That's true. That is true. All right.
Well, let me tell you that I am a peaceful mutants union and I don't attack you. I just go for 2 points. And I'm being quiet. I'm not a fighting type so far. I only hack stuff, only get points. And, well, it's your turn.
All right. It's not a happy day in the park, Don says. We're supposed to attack each other. This is 51st State. All right.
Oh, just wait for it.
I'm going to play a gun, and from that gun I will get 2 red contact tokens, which will help me out.
I mean, now you can destroy the robot, so...
That's true. Yeah, it would help me destroy the robot. That's one option. I'm still trying to decide what it is that I want to do. But I now have 4 red contact tokens.
All right, but now I will pass, so you are not able to attack anyway.
Joanna's smart. It's almost like she's a game designer. She passed so that I can't do anything. All right. So, I will... My choice has been made for me, chat. I apologize. But since Joanna has passed, I do want to make sure that robot doesn't show up. Or doesn't attack, rather. So it has a strength of 3 because it has the rage keyword. So I'm going to get rid of the robot, which will give me 1 point, correct?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'll flip it. That robot, okay, it's over there. And then...
I think we should put it in the discard pile because in this spot I would rather have my deals if I will make any.
Oh, okay, perfect. So that gives me 1 point, which is good. I now have 1 red contact token, 1 fuel, and not much else. I don't really think I can do anything. I don't have a card in my hand that costs 1, so I can't raise anything. So my horribly inefficient round is over. I am now ready to pass, and we'll have to clean up and go again for round 2 here.
Alright, so clean up phase. Let's put all those tokens back to the general pool, and I think we can set cards for a new lookout, right?
Yes. Let's see here. I'm getting rid of all my stuff. This goes away, this goes away. Fantastic. All right. Perfect. All right, so now we look out, correct? Let's see here. What do I have to choose from? Ooh, a weapon trader. City guards. So I also have the brick supplier. So knowing what I know about those robots now, having these cheap cards that give you expendable resources is great, because that gives you the option to, number one, I can use one of these guns if I need to get red contact tokens, which will help me against the robots, or I can use these to potentially hack a robot, which I love the idea of doing that. So I think I'm going to take the city guards because I don't really have a brick production. Yeah, I'll take the city guards. I'm going to take the city guards, and that will be my choice. So now it's over to Joanna.
Okay, I think my engine actually started to resolve around the brick type card, so I will go with this strategy. It never failed me before.
Oh no.
I mean,
it's
never failed to give me good game. It's not like never failed me to actually win the game. I'm just telling about making the engine, not winning the game.
Everybody heard it. I stand no chance. It's never failed.
All right, so
no.
And let me just tell you, because we have the new card that lets you destroy a machine. So even if you don't have enough red contacts, you can use this special card to destroy it with only. It's easier to, let's say, gain for red, arrows.
Mm-hmm.
So burn them all. Quite easy to put on the table, and relatively easy to destroy a machine. So this one is quite nice, but also Motel, great card to kill, great card to make a deal with. Well, also quite okay to use as a location. And Underguard Warehouse, well, I would just say so one at this point. And I'm the first to choose, right?
Do what?
To choose from. I'm the first player now.
This round you're first during this lookout step.
Alright, so which one I want to take? I think I will go for cards, and probably you will take burn them all, so we'll be able to still... Actually, we can negotiate during the lookout, and I can ask Paul if he wants to take destroy a machine, because we still need to cooperate to be able to kill off the machines that will be bringing the table.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I will take Motel and suggest Paul to take burn them all, because as the guild of merchants, it's harder for him to collect the red arrows.
Yes, Joanna is correct. I do want to take burn them all. I thought about taking Underground Warehouse to try and raise and get some fuel in a card, which would also be good, but I think long term the burn them all action is really strong, so I want to have that ability. So that being said, we now have also we have some questions in chat about when this game will or when this expansion will ship, or when the pre-order goes live. I know you probably are not super in tune with all of the production side, but if we can find someone who can answer that question, because I don't know. My brother David would know. He's the shop guy. He's the store employee.
All right. So I can Marku, wiemy, kiedy będzie dostępny Moloch w magazynach do kupna?
Nie mam pojęcia. Ignacy, wiesz coś, kiedy Moloch będzie?
Okay, some from our side we don't have info either.
Oh.
So we would have to wait for someone in the chat, maybe. I don't know if this information was already released or something, because, well, I just sit here and design games. I don't have all informations regarding releasing dates and so on. So when you ask me,
she doesn't work with that. That's not her responsibility. She designs the games.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we had 2 new ones come out. Which means I skipped production.
Did you actually made your production?
I apologize. I skipped production. Let me go back. So we do have 2 new robots that come out, but first we need to produce. So I'm going to get 3 workers, a contact, and a fuel. Let's see here. Contact, fuel, 3 workers, a gear from my deal, and then I think a card. I think that's it. Let me make sure of that. Yeah, that's... Oh, no, another fuel because of my production tank. There we go. Fantastic. All right, so these are all the things that I get. I will take every bit of it. There we go, and that gear should not still be on there. Had an unused gear from last round, apparently. And then I'll draw one more card. All right, fantastic.
All right, so we're set.
Ooh.
And you're the first player now.
Yeah.
Let's see which robots came out. Discard 2 fuels. Okay, Heavy Clown is the one on your back.
Yeah.
And Normal Clown, which also wants to take down your fuel cards. I think the Moloch is really trying to get the guild down. And let me remind you that it's all random. I didn't set the cards.
Mm-hmm. Right, yeah. There was no... I was worried that I was going to be the one cheating before this game started. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you know, you gotta play with the cards that come out. So I'm gonna try and react to that. I do have a plan this round because I forgot. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is make a deal with Joanna's open production because I want one more contact token. So I will put.
Great news.
I will put this worker over here and get a contact token from Joanna so that I can have 2 because I have something I want to do. A card that I think will help me.
All right, that's great. And I think I will go for... I have 4 meeples, but I think 3 will be enough. So I will also use your open production. Here's a meeple for you, and I will take 1 fuel.
Okay, fantastic.
And yeah, cooperation here is good to have because taking down robots is quite costly.
Yes, so I have something that will help with that. And Misha, sorry, I know I could get some contact tokens from attacking Joanna's production, which I may do at some point if I have the ability. It's tough for me to...
You should have 3, right?
Pardon?
You should have 3 meeples now, right? It's okay.
3 metal?
3 meeples, 3 workers.
Oh, yeah, I have 3.
All right.
Because I spent 1 to do the open production, and then you gave me 1 back.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So sorry to disrupt you.
No, that's perfectly fine. So here's what I'm thinking, chat. Here's what I want to do next. I want to build a magnum opus code. Michael is okay. Okay, thank you. Because the L looks a little strange in the chat window. So I think I want to build the magnum opus code. This gives me the ability to hack machines, which is going to remove some threats for me. We'll also remove threats for Joanna, which is fine. I'm okay with that. And it lets me do it using blue contact tokens, which is something that I can get. So I'm going to spend my 2 gray contact tokens to build that card, and then hopefully use it very quickly, because I want to get rid of one of those robots.
That's great. And, well, you probably will take down the Heavy Clown. And, well, so I would need 2 fuels and 1 meeple to take this one down, and I actually have those. So I think I will start with making a deal with Convoy. I will spend 1 blue. Actually, I have to first exchange my fuel to do that, so I kinda got too far in my rounds. Yeah, okay. So, your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to do a similar thing here. I'm going to spend 1 fuel to get 2, I think it's 2, 3, it's 3 blue contact tokens. Goodness. I got 1 too few last round, but that is okay. This faction is all about making deals, the Merchants Guild. We like making deals, and I'm okay with that because I actually like to play that way anyway. Deals are great. They give you things that people can't attack.
Alright, so you took yours, and now I will spend mine, so I will make a deal. I know it's not very, let's say, Union of Mutants thing, but it actually gives me the blue contact back, so it's like a free card. Who wouldn't use that?
It's okay for mutants to explore some diplomacy. That's fine. They need friends too.
Alright.
Alright, I will... I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 blue contact tokens and a worker to hack a machine, which is awesome. I love this card. Because now I get to go over here and decide which machine I want to hack. Now, Joanna gave me the tip that the first resource showing is kind of what the card produces. So this is great in both situations.
It's not actually produced, it's a type of a card, so it can be either action or feature too.
Oh, gotcha.
But it's connected to the fuel.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, either way, that's great for me because I have the ability to get. Well, I have one more fuel per round now because of my production, and I generate one each round. So I think either one of these cards will probably be good for me. Joanna mentioned that she's going to target the clown, so I am going to. Oh no, or did you say heavy clown?
Well, I think.
Hold on,
well,
hold on.
Can go
I can
for
tell.
Both, kind of.
I can tell what you can go for. She has a gun, a fuel, a brick. So, yeah. So she's going to go for the heavy clown. So I'll do this. I want both of these robots to be gone. And to answer your question, Joe, in the chat, when does Moloch attack? Moloch attacks if robots are out from the prior round. So far, in the first round, we've gotten rid of all of the robots, so Moloch has not attacked. Because unfortunately, if Moloch does attack, as Joanna explained earlier, these assault effects trigger, and these are bad. Bad for me, especially this round. Discarding 2 fuel is awful, and then assault one of your fuel or outpost types. I'm not sure what this building tag is called. That would be raised.
Yes, those are outposts cards. Because, thematically, outpost is the part of the humanity that devoted themselves to kill the Moloch machines.
Yes, I'm a big fan of
outposts. So it fits the theme.
I've been playing a lot of Convoy, so I'm a big fan of the Outpost.
Oh, I see. I mean, it's a great game. I love it too.
I agree. All right, so I did that. Now it's over to you.
And it's time for me. I could actually trick Paul and don't hack these cards, but that would be mean. We want to show you guys that we are good at cooperation. So here it is. I'm gonna hack this machine, spend one of my brick, one of my fuel, and my gun, and actually see heavy clown hacked right into my hand.
Okay, perfect.
And there's your turn.
All right, so I do have a card that was hacked into my hand, and it's a good card if I'm trying to hack a machine using resources. So the tricky decision for me is that I have a way to hack machines already without having to spend the cost shown. So I don't know that this card is amazing for me. It has a really good. It's cheap to make a deal with, so I could just make a deal with it, which I may do, because it would give me a fuel, which I can always use fuel. I also need some gray contact tokens, so I'm trying to think what I want to do here. I think I'll go ahead and just spend my 1 blue contact token to make a deal with the clown. So that gives me another fuel.
All right, that's a nice move. And I think I will go for, well, I would really like to get some gear cards. Or maybe I should go for killing something, because that would also be great. And, well, there's a lot of options, but I will start with making, I think so. I will spend one of my gray to get special rebuilding token.
Oh man, that's awesome. Yeah, so Joanna is going to be able to really start developing buildings, which I typically do a lot of in the last round, but it's good to do throughout the whole game. It just gives you better options and points, which is always good.
And the thing is that Mutant's Necroscopy won't help me anymore, so it's a dead card already. Yeah. I can just rebuild it.
Yeah, that is true. Okay, so I have some actions down here that I could do. I could, if I can get 1 more gear, I could get 2 contact tokens, which would help. But I would have to trade... Okay. Spend 1 worker and 1 fuel. Oof. See, the problem here is I would have to trade both of my workers to get the gear that I need. And... So I think what I may do is set up a bit for the next round. I need to find a way to start producing some gray contact tokens. That would help me out. So what I'll do for now is I'm going to trade both of these workers for 1 gear as my action. And then I will pass it over to Joanna.
Alright, I also need some gears to start building more cards, so I will make this scrap metal location and get free. And it will allow me to also develop my state into more, let's say, decent one, because 5 cards is not the point of second round I would like it to be so far.
Okay. I'm going to pay 2 gears to get my 2 contact tokens down here. Whoop.
And well, as I said, that 2 machines are quite easy for the beginners. I think we are dealing with machines, quite fairly. So we could go for the medium level, so they would attack us earlier. So
we can, we can do that next round if you want to. We could do 3 machines. That way the chat could see how the attack works.
Yeah, let's do so, because the difficulty level is up for you guys, so you know that you're not being like over attacked by the robots, but we want to show you if the level is higher and the robots are attacking, that basically how it works.
Sure.
So we will switch to the higher difficulty from the next round.
That works.
All right, and let me just tell you that I will get some gray contacts from my board and coming back to your turn.
Joe is impressed with variable difficulty, which I agree is very nice. Normally I don't think you change the difficulty mid-game, but we want people to see how the robots attack, which I think is a very good idea, because that's also going to put some pressure on us, which will be nice.
Yeah, exactly.
So here's what we'll do. I'm going to prepare to kind of start getting a robot hacking engine going here. So I'm going to spend my 2 gray contact tokens, and I'm going to build the Luke's Tech Shop down here, which is a feature, and it says whenever I hack a machine, I gain a point.
All right, that's quite nice. All right. Well, when we were playtesting the game and when we were moving toward the hard level with my friend, and there were 4 machines during each round, that was nice. That was hardcore, but I loved it. So I really, guys, would like you to explore all these difficult levels, because it can change the pace of games so much, and it's good to try, like when you're being attacked all the time and you just want them to hunt them down when there is only 2. So yeah, it is different. It may take longer or quicker time, so it's nice to have those different levels.
Yeah.
And well, I think it's time to actually rebuild. I think I will rebuild it. So I use my special token, which means I don't have to use the same type that I am developing, so I get point for that.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah?
Oh, sorry. No. Finish your action. I was going to say something about the robots.
All right, so I will go for Blix Supplier to get 3 bricks. And now you can continue with machines.
No, yeah, I love what the machines do, because especially, and we're going to see this next round, I think, a little bit with more difficulty. With more machines attacking, it kind of takes the pressure off of the players to attack each other, which is nice. My brother and I have been playing the base game quite a bit, and it's really head-to-head. With a third kind of threat off in the distance, you both have to focus on another thing from time to time, and I like that aspect quite a bit. This is a really interesting expansion.
And it also is very thematical to the Narushima, where you always have your own interest, main objective, but also the world is trying to bring down all of you players. So there is this connection, which I like.
Yeah, it is really thematic. I like that quite a bit. Man, that's cool. All right, well, I have a bunch of fuel that I can do nothing with, so I'm going to go ahead and pass. I have once again played inefficiently, but that's okay, because I now have 3 cards out, so I'm okay with that.
All right, I still have quite a couple of resources, so I know that Paul said that I shouldn't crush him, but I feel like I have to use the stuff that I have, and I just hope he won't be, mad at me for doing that.
Oh no, this was expected.
Right?
This was expected. Okay, I set my expectations very low so that I'm not disappointed whenever I get crushed. That's how I decided to play this game.
But it's a good philosophy to have, right? Not getting disappointed. That's the same as mine. Okay, so I will take 2 points from here. Use my clay pit, and then I will rebuild something, because why not? I will rebuild the mutant's necroscopy and get 1 point. And then what else do I have? I mean, moving resources here is quite a challenge for me, so it takes a while. Normally I play it 3 times faster. Okay, so let's move on to, I think I will go with, I will try to get my 2 workers go for a gun, and then take 3 red arrows, and then spend 2 of them to get 2 cards and point with the motel.
Oh no.
So here it is, I get point, I have 2 cards more. So, okay, it will allow me to do even more stuff. That's quite cool. I mean, I made a gladiator, which says that I have to spend worker and number of bricks equal to the deployed machines, but I have to have minimum 1 deployed, so now I cannot use it, unfortunately.
Oh, wow.
So it's quite powerful. You get 3 points, but you need to time your, actions just right. So there is 1 deployed machine, because, spending 1 meeple and 3 bricks at the beginning aren't a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
But when you wait too long, you can get 0 robots, and that also, makes the card unviable. So I like those cards because you need to constantly check if you have enough resources and if it's the right time before other players will hack or destroy machines.
That's what I love. Thematically, this is so cool. So this is like maybe the outpost sending out one of their soldiers to take on robots. That's amazing. I also love in the Roman Banners expansion for Empires of the North, there's that same kind of thing. It's that balance of paying resources at the right time to get benefits. I love that.
I mean, that's my style of making cards, so probably that's because of it.
It's almost like you designed that one too. That's crazy. The chat is saying that you need to use transparent sleeves, which is absolutely always the way to go for the robot deck. I was going to show them some of the cards that I have because I have 51st State out and ready to go. We've played it quite a bit recently, so that way you can see what's on the back side of the robot card. So I agree. If you're able to get transparent card sleeves, it helps quite a bit. I use Dragon Shield. They work great if you can get those.
I also am recommending Dragon Shields. I love them.
Yeah, they're really good. And Joe wants to know how many Moloch are in the robot deck. So how many robots do you get in the deck? Do you know?
We have 23 Moloch machines and 27 cards for a main deck.
Okay, so what happens if you run out of robots? I mean, can that happen? Do you just reshuffle, or are the robots gone after that?
I mean, when you have 4 rounds with maximal up to 6 cards per round, then you will have 24 cards, and at least 1 card will be for sure destroyed. So,
okay, so this
mathematically, there shouldn't be an option. Well, if you don't play like 6 rounds
Gotcha.
With 4 players and don't destroy any robots, but those are cases that I don't really see happening.
Sure. So there's not a set number of rounds in this one. It's still just whoever gets to 25 first.
Yeah, but it's mostly 4 to 5 rounds.
Gotcha.
And you will most probably also destroy robots, not only hack them. So,
Yeah.
and even if you will hack them, you can also raise them. So, there's a lot of chances for them to go back to the discard pile and being reshuffled. So there shouldn't be an actual option besides the theoretical one when you are having the highest difficulty and place all your cards as the deals and locations. You wouldn't be able to get rid of all the cards and don't have enough machines to deploy.
Okay, perfect. So, have you done all of your actions?
Well, actually, I didn't.
Oh, no.
We were chit-chatting for too long.
I distracted
Sorry.
her.
No, that's okay. So I think I will go. I have one blue arrow, which is kind of nice. So I think I will build the church to get 2 points. Not another 2 points. So there's still a couple of. I think I will make a deal with Quarry. Not. And I will build. Actually, well, it doesn't matter right now, but each time I make a deal, I would also gain resource, but I wouldn't be able to spend it this round, so let it be that way. It would be very useful card for you.
That is a good
sorry,
card.
Paul. Yeah. But basically, well, that's it. I also weren't that sufficient, not sufficient, economical, something like. Well, I wasted too many resources. That's what I mean.
Oh man, you did.
But well,
I was left with 3 gas. I think you're doing a lot better than I did, which is great because you're showing how this expansion can be played well. This is very interesting for sure.
Well, I mean, I've played it quite a lot when I was developing it, so.
That's true. All right. Well, so Joanna has done quite a bit. I have 3 cards. She has 7. It's okay. I smell a comeback. Or, well, probably not, but that's okay. All right, so let's see here. Are we done? We're going to go to the cleanup phase?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, perfect. Let's clean up, and then this next round, we're probably going to see a robot attack, which I think will be nice. And just to let everybody know, we're probably going to call it at 10:45-ish, my time. What is that, 5:45 your time, Joanna?
Well, in my case, it will be 5:45.
Yeah. So, Central. 10:45 my time, 5:45 CET. We will probably go ahead and stop playing just to make sure that everyone has enough time to prepare for the next stream. So hopefully, even if we're not able to finish, which Joanna may go ahead and trigger the end of the game, who knows? But if we're not able to finish the game, you'll at least see how the expansion is working and how it plays, which I think is really cool. I'm having a lot of fun for sure. So I hope everybody's having fun watching. All right, let's see here. I'm going to clean these up. It takes me forever. I apologize. I'm just going to go ahead and grab all of these and put them over here because I'll grab most of them right back. All right, so we are now ready to look out, and I believe Joanna's going to be the first player this round, so she gets to select first.
Let me see what comes here and switch those contacts too. All right. Well, the choice simple. I need more reds. Yeah, I think I will spend red for points because I produce 3 of them, which is actually great for me.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Both of these are good. I think. I'll make this one because it's cheap and I can possibly make a deal with it, so I will keep this one. The other one is better for me, honestly, but yes, and Michael really wants to see how Moloch attacks, so I think we will get to see one Moloch attack for sure, so you'll get to see that work here. The pub is great. Wrecked tank is wonderful as well. Methane storage. I I tend to end up with a lot of leftover fuel, so I don't think I want to take methane storage. So I will probably take the pub. Draw some cards. That seems good.
Okay, so I will take a wrecked tank because I already have museum with a statue type.
Yep, that's a great one for Joanna.
All right, and now we take one card from production. And deploy new machines, right?
Yes.
All right. 3 machines because we want you to see how they attack, right?
Yes. Okay.
Or if you want to, we can go for up to 4, so there will be more resolve of the assault effects. I mean, up to you.
Sure, we can do 4. That's fine. We'll get to see. That way, we'll for sure get to see 1 Moloch attack probably to see how that affects us, so everybody can see how that works.
All right. So we have a hybrid, which will discard us valuable resources. The Reaper, which will block our fuel on the faction board. Mantis, which will discard our bricks, and Transporter, which will discard our contacts. Wow, all of them are actually quite important, especially Reaper for you. So it has distance 4, so it will be quite pricey for you to take down, but maybe you will be able to hack it with your special Magnum Opus, and that's a good option for you.
Yeah, I think I may have to do that because there's no way that I'm going to be able to destroy it with the contact tokens that I generate. I'll have to be sneaky and hack it instead.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you go first this round. Oh well, we need to look. I would produce. Sorry, I need to grab my production things.
All right, me too.
I grab 3 workers.
Let's this one.
Sorry, everyone. I'm dragging the board all over the place. 3 workers. I need 3 fuel, 1 contact token, and let's see here. Alright, 3 fuel, 1 contact token. I believe I get a gear. I've already gotten my card, so I think I am good after that. Okay.
Alright, so I will take 3 bricks, and I'm also set with all my resources. I should have 3, I should have 4. Yeah, exactly. So I'm set, and I'm the first player now, right? Yep. Alright, so let me tell you. Did we took the 4th card for production? I think I did.
I did, yes, I did it as well.
Alright, so we're set. I have a lot of bricks. I can rebuild stuff. And I can, actually, wow, I have a really nice option. Alright, so, yeah. I think I will start with rebuilding then. Yeah, right after I use my clay pit. So I will put those here, get 2 points. All right. And up to you, Paul.
All right. John is making me look like a fool. Look at those points. Goodness gracious. All right. I will spend 1 fuel to get 3 blue contact tokens. I think it's 1 for 3, right? Yeah, 1 for 3. So I'll get 3 blue contact tokens. That'll be my first action.
All right. So I will just go straight back to rebuilding because, as I mentioned before, it never failed me.
It's not going to fail you today either. I have a spoiler alert for you. Today it will work as well.
Well, it seems to work so far, so you may know what you're talking about. So I take 1 point for developing the card, and now I have skyscraper made out of clay pit. Well, how it happened, I don't know. I'm happy with the results.
There you go. All right, so I'm going to activate my Magnum Opus code here. So I'm going to spend a worker and 2 blue contact tokens, and I will hack a machine. So I'll get 1 point for hacking the machine, and I think I'm going to get rid of, let's see here. So get a point, and then the machine that I want to hack is the Ripper. I don't like the Ripper. It's not a friendly machine. Come into my hand, come on. There we go. So what does that allow me to do? Oh, that's really good. Okay, fantastic. I like that one quite a bit, so I'm glad I hacked that one.
All right. So, I mean, what I like about the game is that even if you are being kind of invited to attack machines so they don't kill you, you still have benefits for doing so, and they are quite a good benefit. So you want to hunt them down because, you know, when you want to steal the technology from Moloch and you gain the card that gives you nice ability, it connects to the film also, right?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so I think I will go for building something. Yeah, it should be, well, I can go for that. So I will spend 2 of my gray tokens and get 2 points.
Okay. All right, well, I am going to build the Ripper because that one I like quite a bit. It allows me to produce 2 things, and I can choose between 4 different resources, which is wonderful. This round, I think I'm going to choose. Gears because that will allow me to get some more gray contact tokens, which I've desperately needed to kind of get my cards built. So I'm really excited about that. Oh, sorry, gears. I have to do the gears first, not the gray contact tokens. I'm skipping a step. I get 2 gears instead of the contact tokens. So that's my turn.
All right, so I think I will rebuild now. So I will put this down and use my special rebuilding token to get rid of the, well, let's say this rectangle, because why not? And get 1 point for rebuilding and put 3 resources for hacking the machine right on my card. And coming back to you, Paul.
All right, I will go ahead and get those gray contact tokens. So I'm spending 2 to get 2, I believe is, yeah, 2 for 2. So I'm spending 2 to get 2 gray contact tokens. That's my turn.
Oh, and as I see, the Reaper is actually quite amazing.
I'm very excited I got that card. Yeah. So these are the 2 cards that I drew in my starting hand. Was hack a robot and get a point for hacking a robot. I should have tried to get that engine going earlier, I think, but that was a nice combo that I enjoyed quite a bit.
All right, so I think I should also hack robots. Am I able to do any of those? I mean, I am almost. I would have to choose 2 of my meeples to go for either 1 gear or 1 fuel. Well, or I should go for points. I wonder which one is better. But, well, our time is running out, I suppose, so I will go for well, let's hack some robots maybe. So Paul has, well, quite a bit of resources.
Yes, now if I can do anything with them, that's the question. So I have, and I agree, Joe, an increasing wave of Moloch would be cool. That might be a fun variant that you could play, them more and more coming each round.
Yeah, if you have more. Yeah, exactly.
And I also agree that Joanna has me on experience. That's true. She plays this game quite a bit. And Ben, I did attack, well, technically I didn't attack anything, I hacked something, so it wasn't a full out attack, it was just kind of a sneaky attack. But that being said, that attack gave me 2 contact tokens, which I needed, and I think what I'm going to do with those tokens is I have some cards here that will allow me to get points for fuel, and that is definitely what I need to start building. So I'm going to spend these 2 gray contact tokens to build radioactive fuel, which will give me the ability to spend, oh no, sorry, don't open that, a worker and a fuel to get points, which I need desperately. So I will do that for my turn.
Alright, so I think I will try to kill some robots. And I think I really don't like the one that discards 2 bricks because I produce 4. So this one is most, let's say, uncomfortable being around. So I think I need to spend 2 of my workers to, or maybe, well, if I don't want to hack it, I can just kill it. So why not? Let's do so. Let's use 3 of my red and discard the mantis. So here it is, and I gain 1 point for destroying the robot.
Fantastic. And when we stop playing here, we can stop playing in a little bit and talk through a couple of the questions. Michael wants to know if 51st State has a cooperative in-game condition, and I think you mentioned that there's a semi-co-op mode, but I don't think is there a fully cooperative variant?
There is no chance to make this game fully cooperative because, well, each of you has their state and each of you wants to get most points, right?
Yeah.
So even if you want to have more cooperation toward killing machines which attack both of you, that makes sense to make some deals like, okay, I will place there 1 resource for the code and you can end it, but it wouldn't, in my mind, stick to make it whole cooperative experience, at least not in this game.
Yeah, so it's not going to be like Aeon's End, Michael, because Aeon's End is fully cooperative and you all work together, but there's a semi-cooperative mode where you kind of work together, but you still have your own goals, like she was talking about earlier. Okay, so I activated my building to get a couple of points. It's over to you.
Alright, so what do I have here? I still have meeples and bricks. I mean, I can use those to get 3 points, so why wouldn't I do that? Alright, so 3 points for me.
3 points. All right. People are also wondering if you can play solo with this expansion, which I assume the answer is yes.
Yeah, of course. You just pick different number of machines, right?
Sure. Yeah, in fact, this is kind of similar to the Rise of the Empire for Imperial Settlers, where I would really probably play this one a lot solo, because this one would give you some interesting choices in the solo mode, and it would give you a bit of an AI opponent, both figuratively and literally, because you're playing against robots. So they're AI in the game and AI as far as the mechanics are concerned, so that would be good. But yeah, this one would probably be a pretty cool solo mode. Okay, so for my turn, I think I am going to spend my last blue contact token here to make a deal with this card, which will give me a gun, which will be helpful.
I will spend my meeple to give you 1 meeple. Okay, I already gave it to you, and I get fuel for that.
Fantastic. All right. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I can send over a worker, and I do have a card that I could build. That would be good. Oh, I think I need to do that. Okay, so I'm going to send 1 worker back over to you to gain 1 gray contact token. Now, I don't know. I'm going to make sure that we have some robots left at the end of this round so that everyone can see how an attack works.
I mean, I am not able to kill any more robots or hack them during this round, so should be alright.
Perfect.
So I will spend my fuel to get... Oh, actually, I have to put it on the board. Here. And I will get 1 blue contact.
Okay. So I'm going to spend the 1 gray contact token to build burn them all, which I would love to burn them all, but we're going to leave at least 1 so that y'all can see how that works, but that is my turn.
Alright. So now I will make a deal with Shadow and gain 1 gun for it.
Okay.
Right.
So I am going to very promptly activate Burn 'em All. I have to spend a worker, a gun, and a fuel. So a worker, gun, and a fuel, and I get to destroy one machine. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm still trying to play to win. I do want the chat to see how an attack works, but I want the attack that will not hurt me. So I do have one question. I don't produce or accumulate these tokens right here. So if a machine attacks and I don't have the things that they are attacking for, do I have to discard something else?
No, you just ignore this effect. It's
fantastic.
Because they are like programmed to take different stuff, and you actually want to leave over machines that will attack your enemies and not you. So it's like, okay, I want this machine to live. I don't want to destroy it. It will kill my enemies only, right?
Awesome. Yeah, so that's another little layer of strategy too. That's really cool. So because for me, I don't want to lose a gray, blue, or red contact token. So I think I'm going to get rid of this one, which is good for me and bad for Joanna because she does produce construction tokens, I believe. So that will impact her, but it won't impact me. So I'm going to destroy the transporter. So that way you can kind of see some of the decisions you're trying to make with the robots that you destroy. And since I destroy a robot, I get 1 point, which I desperately need. There we go.
Okay, so I will pass.
You'll pass. Okay, I think I'm pretty close to passing as well. I have 1 gear left, which I can't really do anything with. Yeah, I don't think I can do anything. I've activated all of my actions, so I'm going to pass as well.
All right. Let's go to the forefront and make some cleaning the board. Okay.
Get all this stuff off of my cards and then put it back over here. Just going to kind of leave these things over here because I may grab from them in a second. All right, so I think you were first last round, right? So then this comes back to me.
Yes.
We didn't move it, but that's okay.
I just moved it.
Oh, you did? Okay, I didn't see. Joanna's been keeping track. I was too distracted. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the lookout phase, which she's already got the cards set up, and I get to choose first. So I think discard one of my deals to gain a point. This is going to be the last round, so I love the hideout in the last round because my deals have already given me everything that they're going to give me. I'm not going to get another production phase, so I like hideout for getting points. The boiler room is also great, just workers are always good, so I think I'm going to go ahead and get the hideout, sure. I'll do the hideout.
Right, so I think I will go for the boiler room because I would really like to use some more of the cards in my hand. I don't have any, and those workers will allow me to get more cards.
Okay, so take 3 here. There we go. Flip. Now Joanna gets to pick first, and we drew 2 of the same.
All right, so I will go for a clay pit, of course, because, you know,
which one do I
am
choose?
the dealer of the bricks.
She's left me options there. All right. So.
All right, so let's resolve the assault, right? Because I already made my production.
Okay, and I'll grab my stuff here in a second. So the steps are we have lookout and then production and then assault, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So now, as we have an assault, I would have to discard either the construction token or the bullets or the wild contact arrow, but I have construction only, so I have to discard it. And well, that hurt because it lets me develop over any type of cards, and I would love to do that.
Yeah, and so in the assault phase, the way Joanna explained it at the start of the stream is these robots are going, if you don't destroy them, they will stay out. And every assault keyword will trigger. So if there were 2 more robots out, they would also assault us, and those attacks affect everyone. So I got lucky this round because I don't have these things to discard, but Joanna had to get rid of a construction token. And then now we'll have more robots come out, correct?
All right, so let's bring another machines.
Yeah.
And you want to stay with 4?
Sure.
All right, so there's a lot of them because, as you see, if you don't destroy any of them, the wave keeps being huger and huger, and that's when I would say the levels comes up. If you just for once leave the robot behind, it's only getting to be more and more difficult. So
yeah,
really need to keep them in as lesser number as possible.
Sure. All right. Well, let me get my production done here, and then let's see. I should have done that earlier. I get 1 more card, and then let me make sure I get what I. So I think I'm gonna do. I get 2 fuel. I get 3 fuel total, and then I'm going to do gears down here. So I'll get 3 gears, 3 fuel. Let me get this stuff here.
Marku?
Alright.
Marku? Jesteś w stanie się tutaj zalogować na profil Gika?
Mhm. No już możesz dołączyć śmiało.
No tylko właśnie... Aha.
1 gun.
Alright. Thanks.
And then 3 workers. Alright.
It's under control.
Terribly slow.
No. Take your time. I actually have to check out something.
Okay. And then this will for sure be the last round because we're going to have to end before our next stream. So we'll get this done and then we'll move on after that. So
as it's gonna be probably the last round because, well, I think I will be able to take those 6 points. But during the end of the game, the player who has most points before counting the locations gets -2 points for each deployed machine. So it means like even if you want to rush over the end of the game and you don't care about robots, they will attack you at the end. So It's not like, haha, I won because we left machines behind us. You actually, if you rush too much and don't care about robots, they will attack you at the very end of the game anyway.
Okay. That's very cool. Yeah, and even in the base game, just because you trigger the end of the game doesn't necessarily mean you'll win, but that makes it even tougher for people who trigger the 25 points. So that's good to know.
Yeah, so as it's the last round, I thought it's quite important information for you to have.
Sure, and I do not have these blue contact tokens. I apologize. I shouldn't have those at the start. Okay, so I think I have everything. I'm going to, let's see here. I can build probably, I should have 1 gray contact token. I can build maybe 1 thing. Let's see what I can do here. So spend a worker and fuel to get that. I think I want to get that out. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my 2. Actually, I'll send a worker over to you, to your open production, to get 1 gray contact token.
Yeah. So I will take additional worker thanks to that. And I think I will just start with hacking the machine, because why not? I think the agitator, conflagrator? How is it pronounced? Conflagrator?
Yeah. Conflagrator?
Right. Conflagrator, okay. So I am able to hack this one with my location. So I will use the load of augmentations. Okay. To actually hack him. Resources match perfectly, so it's a good choice for me, because I will now be able to develop it without any losses of the resources on the card.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
And back to you.
So I'm going to spend 2 to build out the radioactive fuel. And that is my turn.
Okay. And actually, when I make it. So I think I also should hack another machine because I don't have much cards, and hacking machine always lets me to grab those into my hand. And well, I have 2 guns, so I can either take hybrid or annihilator, and I think I will go for hybrid. Yeah, why not? So I will spend 2 guns and 1 fuel to get this card.
Okay. So I'm going to spend a fuel to get 2 blue contact tokens. Or 3,
right,
sorry,
so
I keep forgetting it's 3. My bad. I make deals, that's what I do.
Alright. Yeah, I forgot to take this during the production phase, so let's come back here. And, well, I am able to make a deal with, yeah, why not? So I will use this card as a deal and get 1 gear. And each time I make a deal, I can take 1 fuel or 1 brick, and I think I will go for a brick. And your turn, Paul.
Alright. I'm going to activate my Magnum Opus code to hack a machine. So I'll do a worker and then 2 blue. And I think I want to hack the heavy defender. It does something with gears, which maybe it'll produce them. That would be good. I also have some gears that I could spend if something needs to be spent, and because of that I get a point. So it is an action, which is good for me.
Alright.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not a bad action. Okay, great.
Okay. Now I will put a huge machinery on the board.
Such a great card.
Yeah, the best one, if you ask me. This one and the boiler room are my favorite, I think.
Yeah, that one's so good. I love getting that in an early... If I get that in an early hand, I know I'm going to have a pretty decent game.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But when you play against the Mutants Union, you know it's gonna burn as far as they get their 5th red contact arrow, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, no-brainer at this point.
Alright, I'm going to spend 2 gears and get 2 gray contact tokens for my second, or however many actions that is.
Now I will use the huge machinery and get 3 gray ones.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, so I'm going to spend 1 of the gray contact tokens and build out the heavy defender. Heavy defender allows me to spend 3 resources of any type to gain 3 multicolored tokens, which is awesome.
Wow. That's very, very powerful. So I need to make this boiler room, and I invite you, Paul, to, get some more meeples if you want to.
That could help.
Certainly.
2
Me
meeples
too.
could help. And then, let's see here. Wild Trip was wondering if we could once again clarify why some machines have rage.
Alright, so let me tell you that some of the machines, when they are in the number that is equal, or is it equal? I keep forgetting about equal. Okay, if the number of deployed machine is equal or less than the number of players, they have +1 to its strength. So it's kind of a auto balancing mechanism. If you're doing too good and the machines are like, on the edge, they get more aggressive.
Gotcha. So in this example, if it is equal to or less than the player count, so this has a rage of 3. So if we had a 3-player game, this machine would have a strength of 4. So,
if we would play 3-player game and there would be 2 machines, it would be, yeah, exactly, it would be defense 4.
Yeah, and then so if this rage value said 2, it would be a +3 because we're playing with 2 players. Is that correct?
No, it's always just +1, not not +1 for each player's missing, but just +1.
Yeah, but so if this rage said 2, it would make it a 3. It would give it +1.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how.
In that case.
Yeah. So that's kind of how rage works. It boosts the power of the machines, makes them tougher to kill depending on the player count. Very cool. Okay, so I sent a worker to your open production to give you to get 2 workers. So you should have 1 extra worker.
Alright, so I will take it gladly, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I will, I will spend 2 bricks and 1 worker to get 3 points. And back to you.
It's bad. It's a bloodbath, everybody. It's okay.
I mean, well, the stream needs to end soon, so I need to push toward the end.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, I'm going to get a few points while I can. I'll spend a worker and a fuel to get 2 points.
Alright, so I will spend another 2 bricks and 1 meeple, because I need to spend 1 brick for each deployed machine, and there is 2, and I will get another 3 points. So yes, I did trigger the end of the game.
Oh, no. Now I'm going to lose. As if I wasn't going to lose already. Alright, so I will activate another radioactive fuel to get 2 more points.
Alright, so you're catching up.
I'm only 15 behind. I can do it.
Alright, so I think I will go for another clay pit, so I will build it with my gray arrows, and back to Paul.
Alright, so I would love to activate some of my buildings. I don't think I can. Well, I could, I guess. I have 3 resources that I could spend to get multicolored tokens, so I'll probably do that to see if I can build a couple more things out. So I'm going to spend these 3, the gun, the fuel, and the gear, to activate the defender and get 3 multicolored tokens, because I think it can be any 3 resources. Yeah, any 3 resources. So that's my action.
Nice. So I will activate my clay pit to get another 2 points.
All right.
All right.
Now that I have 3 resources, I could build something. So let's see what I could build that would give me some points. I think I'll spend 2 of them to build the. Where is it? Where did it go? Yeah, hideout. So this will let me get rid of some of my deals. I'm not going to use them anyway, so I could get a couple of points from that.
Alright, so I will use 2 of my meeples to go for a gun, and back to you.
Alright, I'm going to activate this card right here, and I will get 1 point. So that deal is done.
Okay, so I will exchange my gun for 3 red arrows.
Alright, I'm going to activate that card 1 more time and get another point.
Oh, you're really catching up. I really need to do something about it. I mean, well, I will raise this card and get 3 guns.
Alright, that sounds good. I have two things I could do, so I could get more gears, that would be good, or spend 1 gun. Place 3, okay, so I could do a couple of things. I don't know that it's going to help me.
Już została sygnatura faktyczna.
Oh no.
No nie wiem, muszę kolejny strzał wstać. Przyjdę to potem.
Okay.
Alright, I will just spend 2 to build the pub. That gives me a card. 2 cards, but
Right.
There you go.
Okay, so I will spend my stuff to hack this one, and I think we're almost at the end. I think we will make for another like one last thing, and that would be all right.
All right, so I don't think I can do anything else. I can pass. David in Stream Ninja says, "Welcome to my life, getting beaten up on." I don't beat David all the time. He always says that I beat him every game. He wins plenty, but yes, this was a beatdown, David. If you look at the score, hold on, I'll show my shame. I'm currently at 12 points.
I still will lose 2 of mine, right? Because, well,
oh man.
well, I will pass now.
Great.
And I don't know if you do.
I do pass. Yeah, I don't have anything else I can do.
All right, so now I lose 2 points because there is still one machine left. And we count our locations, so I have 11.
I have 10. All right, so 22. I almost got to baseline. I almost got to trigger the end of the game. You only got to, 30, yeah, 37. It's not that bad, right?
I think it's okay.
You destroyed me. I'm going to call a spade, but that's totally fine because I had fun.
I had a lot of fun playing with you too.
Awesome. Well, thanks for hopping on and playing and showing us everything. I think we're probably going to need to end pretty soon to give our next stream some time. But I wonder, let's see here. Does anybody have any questions we could answer really quickly? I think everyone was just saying this looks amazing, which I agree. This was a lot of fun to play. Really cool expansion for the game. So I don't know, David, if you were in chat, I just saw my brother say something. If you know kind of the release schedule or pre-order or anything like that, if you want to put that in chat, I know a couple of people have asked about that. Other than that, I want to thank Joanna so much for hopping on and playing once again. I had a lot of fun, and I think
thank you.
I think next we are going to have the game show. So Portal Games PL versus Portal Games US. They're going to go head to head, and I don't know who's going to win. Post in chat. Who do you think will win? I don't even know what they're playing, but I'm excited to watch it. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. And thank you guys for joining us. And thank you, Paul, for giving me such a great hosting. And I think we will meet you in another 15 minutes, right?
Yes, yeah. Be back for the game show. Thanks so much, everybody, for watching. We're going to be take a quick break, and then we'll be back with a fun game show. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Yeah.